Thank you so much, Roger Federer. Let me start by saying that you have given us plenty of good memories, happiness. Just watching you play was magnificent. I mean, you are one of the biggest, and the generation that we are lucky to actually witness. All three of them go at each other. I mean, Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer, and Novak Djokovic add Murray to the group. I mean, it was fantastic. 2 decades for tennis fans. So Roger Federer, big time legend. I think the most natural talent that you can ever see. He was just a magician. He was just a poet at work, almost very poetic with the way he plays. And yeah, thank you so much for the memories. Now let's get back to cricket. See, after the Asia Cup, it's almost like a hollow, man. I mean, you would like to see something, after that hard day's work. The T20 matches, the timing is perfect. By 8 o'clock or so, the game starts, and you are all relaxed. You can just wind out by watching the game. Thanks to Champions League and the Europa League matches in the last few days, it was actually pretty good fun. Let's talk about cricket. We are all excited about the Cricket World Cup that's coming up. All the scores are now announced. Pakistan's squad is also pretty interesting. But let's talk about Team India. I mean, there are lots of experts. I mean, people who have played for India. I mean, people who have been in the cricketing setup. They all have their own opinion. Some of them backs a few players, former captains included, will be backing a players who are not selected in the squad or in the reserves. But let's keep all that aside. Let's talk about the playing 11. And many of the experts were talking about their playing 11, which position, which player should bat, who should be playing. But Wasim Jaffer said something which made real sense and something that could be a game changer. So we're talking about that today. So he was of the opinion that in 2003, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, his thought line was a different ball game in itself. It was his mental capacity and the way he saw the game mentally and strategic point of view, from a strategic point of view, that made the complete difference. And yes, he was a talented batter and keeper. Fantastic. Now, Mahendra Singh Dhoni in 2013 asked Rohit Sharma to open the innings, and the rest, as we know, is historic. Now, Wasim Jaffer was saying that take a similar bet, take a similar punt on Rishabh Pant. The thing is, Wasim Jaffer was saying open with Pant, give him the support. But I think if Pant can actually, if Pant will be able to sort his batting out, he will be able to do that at any position, in any position, man. If he's batting at 4 or maybe 5 or even 6, if Pant can sort his problems, if he can sort out his batting in T20, I mean, we know he is a talented guy, but if he can sort out his hitting capacity, from the word go, the way he plays, usually is considered to be a very aggressive player. If he can sort his batting out, then he will be fantastic. I mean, at any position, be it opening or 4 or 5, it doesn't matter. But what Wasim Jaffer said made sense to me from a different perspective. Jaffer was of the opinion that Pant should open with KL Rahul. Makes sense, it doesn't matter. But Rohit Sharma at 4 was what Wasim Jaffer was implying. But Rohit Sharma would at 4 would make a lot of difference to the Indian batting line. Just imagine if the youngsters just go guns blazing. It's all gonna be fine. But Rohit Sharma, with the ability that he has, he can play spin very well. So in the middle overs, if he's coming at 4, let's say 2 wickets fall off easily, then Rohit Sharma, it's almost like, coming down to bat at 4 will be like opening, which is very comfortable with. But even if no, let's say after the power play, India lose 2 wickets, they're trying to get the up the ante, and Rohit Sharma comes in. He can manage any kind of scenarios. He can manage any kind of situation, and the stability in the middle order, that will be fantastic. So I like that. Whoever is opening with KL Rahul, Virat at 3, and Rohit Sharma at 4, because Rohit Sharma, we know he's a senior player, he's the captain, but he doesn't take his time. He just goes guns blazing. He has the capacity, he has the ability to clear the big Australian grounds. That is a fantastic thought. He will be equally good when he's opening, but look at the stability, look at the experience, and how good the players, the youngsters will feel that Rohit Sharma is there to steady and keep the rock steady and the boat steady at number 4. That will give so much confidence to the Hardik Pandyas, the Surya Kumar Yadavs, the Rishabh Pants, the KL Rahuls. Yeah, I mean, that's a fantastic thought. That's one thought that from all the noises, from all the things the experts were suggesting, which after the squad has already been announced, okay, let's not talk about what could have been, what would have been a better score. Let's keep that aside. But with the squad that we have, and one thing that I think could be a game changer, I'm not sure if the Team India is gonna do that. I think it will still be opening, but that's a fantastic thought. If Rohit Sharma can come in at number 4 because he will be hitting the ball equally well in the middle overs. He can handle spin or even pace bowling at when in the middle overs because we've seen him play those big innings in one days and all, even in T20. So he can handle, he can actually carry his bat. But if he's coming at number 4, that's gonna be a game changer for India. So I think Wasim Jaffer was suggesting at Pant, betting on Pant that as an opener. But what I like is a byproduct that Rohit Sharma at 4 could be the real balance that Team India is looking for. Could be the game changer, the one that could actually win us the World Cup. So please consider that. I like that. I like that.